So what I'm doing is I finger sectioned, just, you know, with my nail, my finger just went through and made 1, 2, 3, 4 large sections, but I purposely did not go straight down the middle. And I did that because I hate trying to fix that middle, especially the middle back part. You know, it never seems to quite want to come back together, and it seems to do it much easier when I stay to the side. And in the front, I'm not a middle part kind of girl, so hence the side part. Okay, and all I'm going to do is braid these sections up. And what I want to do is kind of go through with my fingers first, just like I would with my natural hair, and make sure there's no major snarls or anything, and if there are, just take my time and you know, let my fingers kind of take care of it. And then I'm going to take my soft brush and just kind of smooth everything down. And oddly not, what I'm going to do is dampen my hands. You know, kind of wet and shake it off. And, you know, my hair's not going to revert right away, and not with this little bit of water, but it's just enough so that, you know, because, you know, technically my hair is dry now. You know, my hair is used to getting wet every day. And when it's in its driest state, meaning lacking in hydration, that's when it's at its most vulnerable to breakage. So I want to make sure that the strands are pliable again. And if I had combed through my hair like this without doing that, I would have little pieces of hair all over the place and breaking it off. So if you're experiencing that, you know, that's what you want to do. And you're not putting so much water on that you're reverting. I mean, as you can see, it doesn't, you know, it's not much different than, you know, where it started out. And then you just want to keep it stretched out, though, as you're doing this. Because as you're brushing, you're kind of drying it as well. Because, again, it's not sopping wet, just enough to just get it barely damp. See, now we're back without seeing any bits of hair on my sink. Okay. And what that's also going to do is going to give a little bit of staying power to the definition that I'm going to create with the braid. If I did it with just dry hair and took it out, it would only take a few minutes before my hair would just look like a big puff without, you know, hardly any wave at all. And then I actually do the same thing I would do if I was doing a braid out on my natural hair, and at the very end I twist. That gives a very soft end instead of kind of that raggedy, you know, tiny braid thing that's sometimes hard to take out too. And then just wetting the tip of my finger just to smooth the end out. And then I'm just gonna roll it up a couple times. And 2 should do it. Okay, that's it. And that should give me some nice definition for in the morning. As you can see, it smoothed itself back out. It didn't really revert back because I didn't dampen it. I just got my hands just wet enough and shook it out. And that's it. So if I remember before I get out tomorrow, I'll take a couple of pictures and let you see it. All right? Peace. I gotta say that so far staying like this hasn't really been an issue. Actually, I've been kind of rocking these fat flat twists or jumbo flat twists from Long Hair Don't Care. You know, to kind of control the poof but still have it out, sort of, you know what I mean? But one thing I'm noticing is that it's making me lazy about washing it, and I don't like that. I guess because I said I was going to keep it this way, I kind of felt like if I didn't have the time to wash it and let it air dry and then flat iron the same night, which, you know, I've only done that twice where I could do it in the same day, is really time consuming. It's almost pretty much all I can do except for the air drying time. Then I can, you know, maybe do something else. But yeah, but I think I've hit a record as far as waiting to wash my hair. You know, I'm catching myself doing the whole scratchy thing, you know what I mean? And talking about, okay, I'm gonna wash it tonight, I'm gonna wash it tonight, I'm gonna wash it tomorrow, I'm gonna wash it tomorrow, and then, you know, next thing I know, another week has gone by. You know, honestly, I don't even remember how long it's been. I think I'm pushing 2 weeks now, which is insane for me. Like, if you find yourself like having that kind of itchy scalp and flaky and dirt, you know, our our intention is to think that we need more oils on it or we have a dry scalp, but I'm a believer now in that might also mean that you have an oily scalp. And you know, if you're experiencing that 2 and 3 days, you know, after the last time you got your hair wet, it's I mean, for me, it's my hair screaming for water, because you know, the 2 or 3 days right after I've gotten it completely sopping wet, whether it's co-washing or through the wash process, you know, I don't have the itch. So I think most of us that think we have a dry scalp, it's really just an oily scalp, but a scalp that's getting oily faster. You know, so that's why you're kind of feeling that kind of itchy stuff. But you know, I don't know. I just know that when I'm you know, drenching it and getting it wet every day, I don't have these issues. And I'm not a scalp oiler either, because I always thought that just made my hair feel dirty or quicker. So I don't know. But anyway, it's time to wash this hair. Okay, no, this isn't cute. I'm not fooled by any stretch of the imagination. See, my hair is not harmed. Just goes to prove that if you use the right amount of heat, you don't have to worry about heat damage. No matter how often you do it, your hair will bounce back. But of course, like I said, you know, if that's your intention, you know, that's fine as well. But just know that, you know, when you try to go back to this, or whatever your hair looks like, you know, you're going to have to start over, because once it's straight, it's straight. So, and you know, I get a lot of questions about, do I have shrinkage? Yeah. I mean, you know, compared to my flat iron hair, hello. Absolutely. I mean, it's barely, oops, it's barely on my neck, you know, but yet it stretches out, you know, below bra strap. So yeah, I do get shrinkage, a lot of it. See, I mean, it is kind of, I don't have any more space anymore here. So, you know, it's getting there. But you know, that's kind of the weird thing, you know. If you want to flat on your hair, you have so much hair, you know, to deal with. But like this, you know, it's not really a big deal. Yeah. So I need to keep that in mind for myself as well. I mean, half the time when I'm doing these videos and talking to you, I'm kind of talking to myself as well. You know, if you haven't noticed, it's kind of like you're seeing my thought process. Not really kind of coming on in here with, you know, with answers to a whole lot. I mean, I do once I've, you know, gone through those steps for months myself, the things I'm emphatic about. But, you know, now I'm kind of questioning the styling part and cutting, you know, straight versus like this and blah blah blah. Okay, so that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, or when I come back next, because I've pretty much shown you the process. Again, just slapping on moisturizers isn't enough. That stuff sits on top of your hair. You need the water to penetrate to truly hydrate. All right? Peace.